do it again.
All right, well, let's go ahead and start the show. Shall we bring in our teams? Day 7 of Champions. Soul starts right now.
I think my journey here has definitely been a roller coaster. Just a lot of turbulence up and down.
Revenge for the grand finals of Masters Madrid. I think they outclassed Sentinels today.
But we're here now, and that's all that matters.
I'm making several waves. I know the mission is same. Never gonna fumble it. I get the bag and I run with it. Gunning it.
Take one, 10's close up. I mean, it feels really good to be back at Champs. It's been a while for me.
Yeah, I played the first one, right?
Yeah, that's it.
How did it feel to win Champs?
But like the feeling like winning Champs is like, oh like I did everything possible and I achieved it, you know? I feel like, oh my god, like the weight come out from my shoulder like really heavy. It's nice.
Gustavo, I want to win a Champs.
Yeah.
Teach me. Show me your ways.
I'm telling you, every time you win, you get addicted to it.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys got a taste after you won Masters. And you know how that feels. It's always like that. You always think that one is enough, but it's never enough.
It's never enough.
Never.
You always gotta win. You always chase the field.
Yeah.
Are you ready to win another one?
Yeah, I am. Are you ready?
I need to win my first. And then, when we get to finals of Champs, I'm gonna have Faker come out and sell the Sen bundle. Facing FPX, I know they always play like wonky comps. They play very confident and together.
我觉得 Sentinels 队里面最强的就是 Tens， 他在很早之前我经常用他的准心以及灵敏度，这次的对战我会非常珍惜。
Being able to live in the moment is the most important thing. If we start having fun, then good luck.
Fnatic 13-4. BLG, of course, it doesn't get that much easier after this.
就今天我觉得我们虽然输给 Fnatic 输得很惨，但是我们会从中就是获取很多经验吧，然后把这些经验用来在对抗客户上面。
El estilo de Billy siento que es muy parecido al de nosotros, son un equipo bastante agresivo, tiene un estilo muy de ir para adelante, como comer info y solamente ir para adelante. Y siento que es bastante divertido jugar contra equipos así y que ganan mejor.
我觉得可能一条命对于我们来说更刺激一点，然后我们稍微犯一点失误就会被对方抓住，所以如果你们能跟 Fnatic 打得一样好的话，那我们确实该回家了。但可惜你们不是。
Who's gonna walk out first? Shit. Oh my god. FPX.
Sentinels.
Huh? What the heck? What was that?
Of the event, you got Sentinels and FPX, and I'll be honest, I don't know.
He's got the cattiest on. That's all we can say.
Senpix attack on bind. Lotus defense of Sen. FPX attack on Abyss. Oh, I hate Lotus and Abyss. What is this?
Genuinely, I need to see Sen's Abyss. I need to see them tested against an FPX team that honestly, they got a confidence cooking.
Yo, why is he shaking so much, bro?
Despite the fact that they ended up losing it to Heretics, and their bind, they are clearly opting into. They think that this comp has legs. I think that honestly, a lot of it is carried by that raw firepower and teamwork that they have, rather than the actual ideas of the comp. But at the end of the day, it's an FPS game, and sometimes the gunplay is all that matters.
I don't think they're going to change the comp. There's not enough turnaround time to do something like that, in my opinion. And I think they are committed to that idea. 4 Sentinels on map number 1. I think they can figure out this map, and I think this was predictable that they were going to be playing bind. On their attack, I think the number one thing is not getting caught off guard by the aggro contact plays. FPX has 2 contact agents, the Yoru and the Chamber. They can take a fight, teleport away, and disengage. So the biggest thing is Sentinel's attack fundamentals need to be on point. If they
You,
can
what
get
is that?
zombie control, then get into the sites. I don't think this FPX comp actually has a lot of tools.
I don't like his hair,
And
man.
play the retake. And I
The
think
way
FPX might
he's
end
cut
up
his hair this time.
Yeah, I had agree with that. I think a little cheeky B-long take as well on the attack side, maybe a slow take a shower so you can TP pivot would, honestly, I think dismantle a lot of aspects of this composition. But we'll see if Sen ends up sticking with it. All comp, they're going to switch it up so slightly.
Gecko on 10 spay, man. My king. Let's go. Viper and Brim.
Playing, and this comp is good for a reason. It's the meta for a reason with a lot of teams playing.
We haven't seen them play since week 4.
Yoru, only single duelist.
Just the default 100
Oh.
here. This is the match that Sentinels, I think they need to win map 1.
Why Chamber? Where I don't get it.
If this is a close, drawn out affair against FPX, it's going to be hard
66% map win. Map win percentage 0. Damn. Only for this map, I guess.
So powered up, watching the other teams from CN succeed, watching Trace make it to playoffs as a number 1 seed, and playing against one of their idols in TENS today.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get into map 1, shall we? We're going to send it over to your casters, making their Champion Soul debut. It's my boys, Doug and Baby Bay.
Baby Bay is here. Let's go.
We've got a banger of a match for you guys teed up right now. Dre, there isn't a ton of story between these 2 teams, but when you think about the individual path that they've taken to get here, it's vastly different. FPX seems like they're on the up and up. Meanwhile, the Sentinels feel like they're on a tragic tumble.
Yeah, I mean, they started off great in the year, and then it was just like a slow burn where they slowly just faded and faded. And FPX, yeah, you're 100% right. They've looked great, especially internationally, taking heretics.
Nobody's using a sheriff
but here as well
on Sentinels.
So this is going to be a banger match so far. And honestly, this Chamber, Autumn, he was so good with the operator and that headhunter last time around. So expect big things out of this guy.
What the fuck is that wall?
Super aggressive.
That's crazy.
Viper.
Does he have his TP? Of course he has.
Berlin over his shoulder, he creeps up further and further. A couple of warning shots, takes a quick step back. Meanwhile, Sentinels, as you mentioned, on the attack side of this opening best of 3.
I shouldn't be surprised, babe. I'm not Radiant. I won't understand these tactics.
Yeah, and I think they understand that, you know, FPX's history on the defensive sides of almost every single map have been a weakness for them. So if they don't drop early like that and give FPX an inch, they might be able to get
3 on A from FPX, okay.
He's dropped the hunt, he's dropped the prowler, a lot of noise B, but it's actually
Lucky bastard.
FPX towards A.
You can't do anything.
Their controller is down.
Not at all. Berlin still causing problems, hasn't taken a lick of damage, now he's taking a step back. But
Nah, no way.
on the flank, he's behind him. As Berlin once again, 1 bullet, 1 kill.
Oh my
All
god.
members of Sentinel starting to crumble, starting to fall apart. This pistol seems to be going the way of the defense. I mean, they're completely surrounded.
It's over. It's GG's. GG's. We lost this map.
Absolutely constricted into U-Haul and short
We
A that
lost this
entire
map.
round. Autumn,
It's
there was
over.
some pop shots, short A, like you said, flanked around showers, but it was Berlin who was the difference maker, spamming through the smoke at the beginning. He smelled something fishy in the waters. Something was amuck.
Nah.
As soon as that Viper wall comes up,
Fuck
he's
that.
to hopefully get that lurk, and he does it. And this flank from Autumn, I mean, this is the power of the Chamber. And already, you're going to see that he has an outlaw. In the
Who is the underdog here?
That weapon could be so deadly in the right hands. And he was looking very good on the operator, so I imagine he's going to be hitting some nice shots here.
Autumn, Berlin.
Yeah, it's been rough. It's been kind of disastrous, right? They haven't won a map in, what, how long?
It's been over a month. They're 0-6 on their last 3 series. Their last map win was against Cloud9 back in like July, early July.
That's unbelievable, right? They're Madrid winners.
It's just been such a fall from grace. And it seems like that's just a story for Sentinels, right? Like, they get to Madrid, that's their peak, then they turn their attention toward trying to qualify for Shanghai. Obviously, they don't make it. On the other side of Shanghai, they're looking really good, like 5-0 or 4-0, something like that through stage 2. And then again, we're back on this downward trajectory.
Yeah.
No, he said downward trajectory, babe. Prove them wrong.
Super rough as well, but let's see what they can do. It's some faint pressure right now from tens towards B long. No one to reciprocate from the side of FPX.
And again, I think a lot of discipline out from FPX. You're absolutely right.
I mean, you said it, right?
He got one.
Said when you watched FPX play against Heretics, you said I think they figured out their defensive sides.
It seemed like it, yeah.
And so far, I like the way that they're
3 defensive players on A. Should get one at least here.
Push life off the line with a Guardian. But he's just able to take just a little bit of a step back to reinforce position. Now with heels being dug in, they're going to have to do
Nice. Oh, 3v3 without guns. Looks tough.
Yeah, they got the spike.
They have Molly though.
I mean, Zelsis has a Molly, John has a Spit. There might be a shot at this.
Possible, way possible. Lineups, question mark? Oh.
That Molly does delay for quite a bit, but that Omen paranoia was too
Okay.
strong. Young cleans it up, but honestly,
Good, they at least got 2.
from Sentinels. Getting the spike planted, getting down.
Getting 2 is okay. It's good.
Could have definitely been worse for them.
Yeah, for sure. That could have gone infinitely worse. But I mean, I do think you mentioned it. Berlin hit a really nice paranoia as soon as they tried to retake control of Showers, and that was really all they needed. And yes, there were
Nice.
shots up from Sentinels, but
Could have gotten 2 there, honestly.
At the end, and the numbers advantage that the defensive side had was just too much.
Most definitely.
We have all guns on their side, let's go.
So slow.
What the fuck? So fast.
Didn't make it very far.
Well, I mean, while we're in this tech pause, I can talk about that slow approach that Sentinels just did.
Take your time because life is reclined on the stage right now. So, I mean, be as verbose as you want. We're paid by the word, so by all means, take your time.
If only that was true, Doug. If only that was true. We'd be millionaires up here right now. But yeah, that slow approach from Sentinels, it was definitely a cool thing to see, and it allowed them to just put doubt in the minds of FPX and the way that
We're not allowed to move during a tech pause. That's what I heard.
Actually getting those kills in back sight. That's something that's really hard to do when you have just a classic. So now in future rounds, they can be confident in that fight back sight.
And we'll see how that continues to play out. I think you mentioned, we're right back into the action. Nice, that wasn't bad at all.
Yeah.
Hopefully a good sign of things to come. You mentioned the slow approach from Sentinels, but I want to go back to what we were talking on the previous round, and yes, it's only been 2, but I really like how disciplined FPX have been off of the feints that Sentinels has tried showing.
Yeah, they're definitely trying their hardest to not give
Sheriff on Berlin.
That's been the demise of them in the past.
Yeah, Orb scooped up early in the round.
They're leaning towards B, but there's already 3 people at B. It'll be tough. I mean, get info, rotate to A.
Contact play here in B long. Second will be the forefront, along with Sens, the 1-2 punch.
Gotta be cautious here, an outlaw, and then
Nice, he fell back.
And then just a sheriff. So if FPX are able to convert this bonus, this snowball would be huge.
Yeah,
it
that's
was
true.
So detrimental to Sen, who I feel like are such a team that is based off of momentum.
Young's moving. He's
Ooh.
on the hunt. Sasi looked like he was a bit asleep at the wheel for a second.
He definitely got caught sleeping at the wheel right there. Maybe looking at the mini.
No.
It's a walk down.
No.
My goodness.
What in the world was that? That was so
That was so good.
Nasty stuff. A lot of players there just go for the double outlaw. But the switch to the headhunter, it's instantaneous.
I had bad flashbacks of like the chamber meta.
Oh, 100%.
And so now Sentinels off of that.
Bring the chamber meta back, man.
Again, trying to threaten the opposite side of the map, but now quick rotate back.
Okay, it should be an easy B. Should be an easy B.
Currently down, but the wall
Nah.
utility through. Zek
No.
trying to find some space off the satchel. 13 seconds left. They're gonna have to get there very quickly.
1v3. John QT won't be able to do it, man.
It's done.
No time.
I mean, all off the
Save your
back
gun,
block.
babe.
What a monster. Solo walking down. I mean, forget it. You don't need a trip when you already take out 2 players.
I think Autumn did a lot of damage at the beginning of the round, but I think Lysor's got to have his praises sung there. He was on the site by himself, if I'm not mistaken, was able to deal with Zek and satcheling out. He got a spit kill with the other one. I don't even remember who it was on, but this is very dangerous for Sentinels.
Yeah, I mean, losing the bonus, it's a terrible feeling. But somehow.
Oh, slow-mo, huh? That's amazing.
Sentinels, they will have another buy.
Why does he switch back to the outlaw there?
But yeah, so there is
Or does he not have enough bullets?
Very interesting. 3 bulldogs on the field.
Nice early gecko ult.
That's why.
Yeah, it feels like there's a lot lot of this round, the success of the round is being hinged upon whether or not they can find value with the Thrash.
Get that
Young's
motherfucker.
been detained, tries jumping around to save his life and cannot. As Zekin gets 2 on the round. They've got the site. They should be able to get the spike down.
And that's upgrades now too.
Nice. They got the 4v3.
Lil bro will get it that spike.
Lil bro. Lil bro got it, man.
From Autumn. Knowles are playing all A short, all market area.
Again, the op will be a difficult thing.
Relax, relax,
The
tense.
spike has been going off for a little while here.
Chill out, bro.
That Dizzy tagged, what, 3?
Haunt doesn't quite connect on anybody there.
If they can't
Nice.
some of the shower spire U-Haul pressure, it's going to be a problem. There's still one there. Tens.
Nice.
Beautiful timing. Ion's left to his own devices.
Get that
And there's no way
motherfucker.
you survive in a situation like that.
Never mind.
And this is
He
a
died.
type
Fuck
of
that
set.
guy.
This is the old set
Fuck
that
that
we
guy,
know.
bro.
To dominate. They look so decisive, so much more confident. They look more comfortable. I think that's the best word I can say. They tried mixing up their compositions in the last, couple matches they played, and it just didn't go their way. Yeah, they had a little success on Lotus with the deadlock, But on this map, the last time Sen played, they were running a deadlock solo smoke brim. It's so hard to play, especially on the defensive side, when you only have brim smokes on the field. So easy to bait out. So I really like this change going back to that 100 Thieves composition, the double initiator. And Zekin is the type of duelist that requires teammates to help him throw utility for him to entry. This is why you saw Zekin struggle so hard on Ascent. There was no flashes for him besides Omen.
He does seem to be notably more comfortable, as the rest of the Sentinel squad does too, as you were
What a
talking about
mess.
just a few moments ago. And I think
Gamers be like.
we see FPX call a timeout here early on in the first half.
Call timeout. You're getting scared, I know.
About around how Zekin he struggled tremendously against Gen G. I want to be careful because I don't think that was the reason why they lost. I think there
Don't
were a
shake,
lot of
little
things
bro.
that were going on that
You're going to
unfortunately
lose
didn't
it
go their way.
somewhere.
I think you look back at the last 3 matches that they've played, they've had one player go positive every single time.
Yeah.
So you've got one guy who's kind of treading water, kind of trying to stay afloat, while the rest of them are really struggling. And yeah, Zekin is unfortunately the most recent example of that.
Yeah.
But it has really been tough sledding for Sentinels these last couple matches across the board.
But it looks like they finally got their foot in the door here, bringing it within 1 round with a start that was looking really dominant from FPX. I don't think FPX was ready for that force buy from Sentinels.
When we spectate, are we spectating in the max graphics? Possibly, no.
So risky.
Some of the textures look good.
2 rifles.
That's an interesting smoke.
A couple of sheriffs. Heavy lean towards A. Again, Lysource being asked and being
Wrong read, man. Wrong read.
Yeah, these last couple rounds that Sen have won, FPX has had a stack on the wrong site.
Exactly.
Lysource should call for his team.
It should,
This will be a hookah crunch.
They're trapped.
Call.
There's no real easy way out. Reinforcements
Yes.
have to arrive. I mean, they have the superior weaponry, and there they go.
Win clean save, man. Win a clean save round. That's the best, yep.
This will be a flawless round from Sentinels to tie us up at 3. And I think we talked just a couple of rounds ago about the snowball that could potentially be forming on the side of FPX. Look at it for Sentinels now. They've got money forever. They've got Tens' ult that's back online. He had it, what, 3 rounds? 3 rounds ago. Sasi's got his ult online as well.
Zalsis is building up towards that Brim ultimate as well, getting the spike planner right there. He might even just go for the kill here. They're going to use info.
Abey, how did he get a gun, babe?
Autumn is, and feed the kill to Zalsis. That's why you see him treading. Goes. Even if he dies, he still gets it. So that's a W for Zalsis.
It's now 3 ults that they're going to have.
Yeah.
While Autumn's going to do his best to hang on to this rifle.
Yeah, he wants to keep this one for sure.
Question is, does he expect Sasi around the corner? No, he doesn't.
Emote. Let's go.
I think we talked a little bit about how they looked very comfortable. They looked aggressive.
Look at him smiling.
That showers push that happened from Autumn on the pistol and a couple of other things like that. Sentinels they've seemed to have figured out how to deal with that so far.
Yeah, they haven't been getting punished early on. This time, their executes are way more decisive, maybe because of the supporting utility that they have, the ultimates most notably.
Sure.
I mean, those can give you a lot of confidence running in a site. And Sasi, he's such a good LAN player, man. When it comes to champs, when it comes to these big moments, he always shows up. So much experience.
I want to mention very quickly, Autumn has another op online. I think this is the second.
Nice, nice. Gecko plus Brim ult is so good, babe.
You've got the orbital strike. You've got everything thrown towards the site. Berlin will ultimately fall as well, and I mean we're what 20 seconds into the round.
Nice. That was a good fast round. I like that.
Set play that Tens did previously with that Thrash, but this time there's follow-up, right? The Fade ultimate, the Brim ultimate, they got cooked to a crisp. It was a barbecue.
There's just no way to hold on.
Do they have good money for next round? 400, 950. It's going to be another save round or a hog buy.
Sure.
FPX, they did a good job in the first 3 rounds.
He's going to search for it.
But I mean, on pistol rounds, you don't really have the full amount that you want for the side of
Look at second is locked in, man.
FPX didn't really have to feel all that power. But now that they feel it, I mean...
No.
Zelsis just felt something. A little bit
No, stop.
I mean, they have to save this operator, but it's going to be a full hunt.
No, bro. Are you kidding me?
He had 5 op kills in the last series against Heretics, and they stole that map away.
We just saw him get 2, and again, if my memory serves me right, those
We
are the
have
only 2 he's had all map.
so back by on them.
Yeah, he's had some outlaw kills, but
there's that hit again.
Yeah, that's obnoxious. The Fade ultimate into the Raze nade. The Brim ult wasn't even required, but
yeah,
why not? You know?
Adding insult to injury.
So the snowball's still in full effect for Sentinels right now.
Light armor across the board for the defensive side. I mean, Iong's ult is online. Lysor's 1 tip away from his. And again, this intention on holding along with the op.
Crazy push. We need to clear that.
There is a little bit more presence here, though.
Brim, Zelsis is dead, man. Bhai, Zelsis is dead.
What a shot.
An elbow is
Fucking shoulder peek and...
Yeah, that first jiggle.
And then, honestly, that was such a bold swing out from Autumn, too. He was past the point of his TP at that point.
I mean, you gotta make something.
Got fucking greedy, man.
Him just sitting back
He got lucky.
was not working for them in the last couple rounds. Oh, it's picks across the board right now.
This is tough, man. This throws the attack into such a tizzy. If you're not finding success on either side of the map, you're thrown into plan C, plan D of your approach.
And you have no smokes on the field right now. Berlin took a little bit to get there,
Fuck,
but he
man.
gets the kill. Life
Got cleaned up.
this round. But it's Berlin to clean it all up. And that's off the back of that aggression from Autumn's operator.
They get their guns back and everything.
Autumn there, like he peeks there, no one's there. He has all the info for his team. They're able to cheat over towards the A site. So I like him stepping past the TP. You have such an advantage when you're peeking riflers with an op. And you gotta play to it.
Lysor was close by 2, if I remember correctly, so even if he does, for some reason, not win that, there's a chance for the op to get picked up and then, you know, kind of reset on the round. But now it's on Sentinels to try to slow things down. They're going to burn their first time out of the map and see what sort of adjustments are there. I mean, again, Autumn should have that op online going into the next, but for Sentinels here, we've seen them put up 4 in a row. Finally, a little bit of the bleeding has been stopped, and FPX seem to have a little bit more momentum their way. But Dre, I'd love to get your thoughts, because that felt like that worked because of picks on opposite side of the map.
Yeah, and it was on both controllers as well.
Autumn, ROC, God, what?
Let's use
Zelsis fire.
control of either showers or take control of B-Long with utility to find out if the operator's there, because he's going to TP away. Like, when you're playing against a chamber, you want to use utility to find out where he's at and just
fucking fire beat, man. What the fuck is this?
And then in that window of time, that 30-second frame that you have, you can come up with a plan and formulate if you want to hit on the chamber while he doesn't have any mobility and any TP to get it escape or whatnot. But also this timeout was mainly
fucking lineup Larry, man.
You know, Sentinels, they won 4 in a row and they just got stopped with picks, like you said. Okay, it's fine. Let's use utility. Don't get first blooded, and just run into an execute. The executes of Sentinels have been unstoppable so far.
Yeah, when they've had the ults that they can kind of put together, it's been devastating.
They're leaning towards A with 3 defenders on site already and an op pushed up. A little sketchy.
And he did meet Zelsis here.
No, not second. Don't take second, bay.
He's gonna have a lot more to deal with here. Berlin is with them. They just
Wall is up.
Clear out showers.
There it is.
Okay. Okay. Pressure is on.
If they want to commit to it, and it seems like that's exactly what they're going to do. What a shot out from Autumn. staying alive through the decay and through the damage and aggressively
Thank God.
another.
I mean, an absolute madman, and he gets
Punish him,
punished for
man.
it, though. Zelsis not falling for any of those shenanigans.
Oh, as things slow down, all members from FPX rotating back towards A. And Sentinels have cut noise.
And only one smoke to work with, and they decide to smoke off U-Haul, and that might be detrimental to them.
Yeah, almost getting punished up from heaven.
Fuck, they got wingman, they got little bro. They're just spamming the smoke, man.
Bars on the members of Sentinels are so weak.
Yeah. But Tenz, he picked up that operator. He might be able to work something with this, work some magic.
Come on, Tenzi boy.
Tenz magic.
Fuck is that?
Smoke is interesting too. They give them
Opponent
passage
smoke.
out if they decide that they want to flip the map, but hanging on for now. 20 seconds left in the round. A little bit of presence in U-Haul. You've got Zelsis who's starting to creep forward. Fretting on the play.
No.
Not the right one. Time is running short. That shot will connect, but with 10 seconds left, how much more can you do? Can you buy enough time for the spike to go down? No.
Yeah. Too many angles to look at. FPX, they basically steal that one away. That was insane, though, from Autumn and Short.
Hard
The fact
luck,
that he
hard
got
luck,
one kill there. I mean,
The crowd is going
the
crazy.
poise that you have to have when all that utility is being smothered onto you, and to still just be in the zone like this. I mean, he's tethered. I mean, it's chaos on the screen. That is not an easy thing to do by any means.
No,
a lot of players crumble in that moment.
Yeah, to ignore all of the noise and
man.
to stay focused. I mean, we can have the same conversation about Ayang, who was able to track second as he went, but back into the next round we go. A pit already invested down B long.
And the whole purpose of this is to kind of force Sen to do what you
They
want.
have
You
a
want them to lean towards either that
shitty buy.
area or go towards that three-man fighting squad at A.
Yeah, and that three-man fighting squad that you were
Hello.
just talking about had taken a lot of space down showers. It seemed like they wanted to try to fight there early on. They don't meet a threat, but you can see what the intention is for FPX early on.
And it's so hard for Sentinels to entry into these sites knowing that you have to go against these operators. Life! Holding down showers on his own. A 2-for-1, you'll take that any day.
He almost got 3.
Zelsis was able to see that smoke come, but oh my gosh, Ayang and Berlin. Little in and out, and it's Tenz all alone.
This round and the last couple of rounds, to be honest, this Tenz is, as you mentioned, 1v4 or borderline unwinnable one. The crazy thing about that too, very quickly, we went into that round, FPX had 5 ults. They just obliterated Sentinels without having to invest.
They're going head to head, man. Point for point, round for round.
Yeah, the ult economy has been insane for FPX, and when you're Sentinels, when you see a team has 5 ultimates, that's why you saw that slow approach in the previous round, where like they're just tapping the spike consistently. They're trying to see and bait out any type of thing. But FPX, they just held on to him. I mean, they're not going to use them unless you force them to.
They might try to go fast here. They've got a lot of presence towards A short. Zekin has bought a stinger, and he has his ult online.
You've seen Autumn in these moments.
Nice.
He's going to get punished this time.
Whoa, no! It went right past him! What a shot from Autumn! Again,
He got traded. He got
Very
traded.
similar hit to what we saw before. The orbital strike not finding the kill into Berlin. Takes a little bit of damage, yes, but repositions. And now Life has gone full reconnaissance.
And he saw every single member, Doug. That's why he's taking all the space on the flank. This is so nice.
That is crazy. The Yoru is doing so
He's
much.
the only one playing contain here. And it seems like Sentinels are intent on rotating away.
Yeah, they're anticipating this, like a push down hookah or something of the sort. But are they anticipating this deep of a push? All the way down B long by the fountain.
I mean, neither side is making any noise.
Punish the Yoru for pushing so much.
But he's
and
out.
It's a TP away. But it's
He
just
gave
enough
it
in his
away.
direction. Look at the pings on the minimap now.
Yeah.
Like we heard him. He's got to be around. Where is he?
It's so scary.
Oh
It's a
my
horror
god.
Game. 35 seconds left on the round. Sentinels seem to have chosen the right site.
30 seconds left.
Most definitely. It's all up to Life here. I don't know if he can anchor this alone. Oh, he might find a timing. Oh, he gets spotted.
Again, the only smoke has been invested. The flash is so pretty. Life gets another 2.
Spike planted.
And an Omen ultimate committed.
No way.
He wasn't ready for that. I don't think they heard that at all.
I mean, Berlin TP'd into that. You're absolutely right. He was so far ahead of everything else. Now
Yes.
This is left in a 1v3, able to find the first. The peek onto the second will not connect. The defuse comes through as FPX will get another.
Just absolute
Tough luck,
madmen
bro.
in the
Tough,
server.
tough.
Light
What is he doing?
alone on site, has a nice flash lineup for himself. John QT gets caught out in the open. But the second follow-up, how are they getting away with this? The trades, the spacing is just not quite there. It's almost like Sentinels are just lining up for these guys. And look at this.
Unlucky. Man.
Somebody needs to come out earlier there and help John.
Oh, this guy's annoyed.
You can see the frustration on Zekin's face there. The rock
He's annoyed, man.
humming right past Autumn.
That ultimate, it can be so hard to land sometimes. And even when you
Especially
think it
up close.
lands, yeah, and even when you think it lands, it might not even kill fully.
Last round of the half, you see it on the timeline. The rounds have come in bunches. For the wave Sentinels, FPX responding with a bit of their own. And the chamber used right at the very beginning. Berlin with Goop in face has to take a step back. This is so bold.
Oh, what a punish.
So reckless. Life with 3 on the round, and Berlin cleans it up.
That's a fucked up round, man. 8 and 4.
3K spray down?
8 and 4 and a switch.
That was absurd.
Surely we're going to get a look at it again. Life has just been ridiculous these last couple of rounds. Again, an 8-4 half the way of FPX. You can take a look at these highlights and think over them a little bit longer. We'll be right back.
Fucking art.
Oh, come on.
There's no L, there's no T. Sagi.
Back into the action we go. FPX with the 4-round lead. I mean, we can talk about Life and the ridiculous rounds he had, the 3Ks, the 4Ks that he had to close out the half. Autumn had some ridiculous moments as well. Trey, what do you feel like is the issue here for Sentinels?
I feel like Sentinels, they're trying their best to play together in those moments when they're peaking together, but it's either too far apart or too close together, and that's why you're seeing these multi-kills. They're giving time for FPX, who have incredible aim, by the way, to either, you know, adjust and snap to them or just collect them, you know? So it's such a weird thing because it's not like they're not doing things together.
Right.
They're trying to. It's just sometimes the timing is just not there, and they need to figure it out, and they need to figure it out right now, especially on these retakes on the defensive side. It's going to be crucial.
The spacing seems to have been an issue. I do think you're absolutely correct. We'll see what the defensive side looks like. Again, 5 rounds in a row to close out the half for FPX off of heroics from a couple of individual members.
Whoa, stop dancing, babe.
Having their way with what Sentinels was throwing at them. We will see if that is any different going into this round. As we head into the pistol, you've got 4 classics in light armor on the side of FPX. Meanwhile, full ghosts for Sentinels.
Very interesting buy here.
It's interesting.
The death ball approach for sure.
Yeah, take a look at Zekin's position. He was for the longest. I mean, he's still back in spawn, waiting for any noise, waiting to be as reactive as he can be, as quickly as he can be, because this is very decisive out from FPX.
Oh, what a fade eye!
It was perfect. John's getting on 9. Zekin on the swing out, trying to find a little bit more as Ayang has crept back sight. Him and Berlin, those two in tandem, just pushing their way forward, trying to mow over Sentinels, and it's Autumn who cleans things up. Seconds left alone. He's trying to tuck down 22 HP. Is someone over the top? He's got
Yes, this is so important. So fucking important.
Unreal from the kid. I thought when he ran out of CT alone, he would get punished for it. But no. He just cleans it up. Sneaks right behind. Right here is when I thought it was going to be wraps. But just sneaking by on the reload on top of it. Autumn. Poor guy's been having such a good game, but just didn't guess right this time around. Went for the jumping class.
Nice.
Yeah, he knows he got away with murder right there.
Yeah, he did. But honestly, I mean, you mentioned Autumn. He had a 2K there, a 3K on the round, if I'm not mistaken, with a little pixel angle. It was over Tuna. It was nice.
It was a very cool strat. I mean, that's why they bought the classics. They isolated, cut the sight in half. The classics were good in all those fights, all that close range.
Just not good enough to get him over the board. So Sentinels win the second half pistol. No investment on the side of FPX.
Yeah, not too crazy of an investment for the side of Sentinels either. You have 2 Spectres, a Stinger. Yeah, you have an Outlaw and a Bulldog, but I mean, going into the next round, you don't really have much to work with, I feel like. Great molly.
Very nice indeed. Autumn just continues to
He's
find
unreal.
success, man.
Oh,
I don't know how he keeps getting away with it.
Just chamber things, man.
Nice, Zelsis.
And so, a weapon upgraded for Berlin, who's now got the Bulldog in hand and left in a 1v3.
Don't. Play together, play together.
Nowhere to
Nice.
go.
Yeah.
No room is safe.
Zelsis with the spray and pray Stinger. Intuition was on point. He's had a lot of smoke spam kills so far in this map. A lot on Autumn.
And again.
Oh, what a shot. This kid is so insane.
We're in it. Let's go, boys.
They are in it now with that. I mean, only 2-round difference here.
Yeah. From the Vibes merchant himself.
And you know how I was talking about how it was a light investment in the previous round? Look at this now. You got 2 Phantoms, one on Zek and one on Zelsis.
And the Bulldog and the Outlaw.
Oh, what a...
Aggression, too.
They've got something to work with here. Sentinels very far up a short.
Oh, yeah. That fade.
The eye got destroyed, so they're just falling back, I think.
Using some of these lineups that he's had. I mean, that pistol round one, that was really big. This time around, he gets info on market area.
Oh, whoa.
Back off, re-clear showers.
He's just touching it.
That out, and it's going to be a little bit of a battle here.
Meanwhile, you saw Life grab that ult towards Belong. I think that's going to be a key part of how they try to approach these later rounds on the attack. Have Life go in, create as much havoc as possible, get info. There's so many ways you can play around a Yoru ult.
Yeah, and his kit in general. He left a clone there, and they're actually going to lean back towards A, I believe, and use that clone as a feint for the hit.
Yeah,
this is some very cool stuff.
There's a lot of presence here. I mean, oftentimes you see a fake and it's 1 or 2 members, but I think they can send it and then they go through TP, they head back towards showers.
Yep, and the problem here is if Autumn doesn't win this 1v1, it gets thwarted.
And that's exactly what happened. So now do they try to reinvest back towards B?
I think they have to full commit. The spike is all the way up base short.
1 TP.
Saucy, he's just going to delay right now.
Things have been thrown into disarray. I thought Life was going to try to get out. If he
Nice.
Yeah, that's a spike. That's a problem.
He's so smart.
5v3.
I think you hit the nail on the head, Dre. If that kill goes the way of FPX and Showers,
No time,
so many things at their disposal.
Yeah.
But that
Saucy
comes
with
down to
3.
Lost Showers control, and then the spike is in this awkward, like, well, do I go up A? Do I TP back B? Are you guys going to come to us?
Yep.
What's the play?
And I get it. I know Autumn's feeling himself right now. He wants to take that 1v1.
Yeah,
but
sure.
There's no downside to just waiting, holding an off angle, and waiting for your squad to come up and run in with you and get the trade instantly. So a little bit of a mistake there. Maybe just getting a little bit too overconfident in that moment. Because, yeah, as soon as he drops right here alone,
Yep.
That's a very risky peak to take.
Yeah. On an off angle like that, too, I mean, that's tough to win. It doesn't really matter who you are.
I mean,
Good run, boys.
The worst case scenario is you trade, and then you have the site for free. But the setup on the strat was really nice from FPX. The execution just wasn't quite there. Great job from Sentinels to clean that one up. Ooh.
Bro, shoot it.
Oh, you're in trouble.
What's going on right now?
You gotta get out of there. Zekin's not able to stay alive, but the trading out from Tens is nice. Life now down. Ayang has a rifle.
I mean, taking every single timing possible. Look at this.
Yeah.
All the way through.
Tens needs to get Autumn out.
He read him like a book somehow. That's so rough.
Yeah, very clean shots. Berlin wasn't able to do anything there.
What a molly
You know,
lineup.
we saw this a lot when FPX played against Heretics. They invest into Ion. It doesn't really matter who it is that has the hot hand or what it is that's going on. If there's a hero rifle, be it the Guardian or the Vandal, whatever it is, it often goes into his hands, and that's the case here. There are 2 members out towards that.
No. We need the team. We need the team.
Close by. If he gets
Okay, he whiffed.
stays alive so far.
Let's go.
Molly to buy a little bit of time as 2 reinforcements. Again, the 2 remaining members of Sentinels trying to get over as quickly as they can.
Should be an easy. Nice. Absolutely well played.
We're tied at 8.
Yeah, Saucy cleaning it up there. Fade ultimate online and available. Nice stuff from Sentinels to weather the storm. That was that quick showers and short A push. Zelsis, he is on point right now with his intuition. The fact that he turns around in time for both those scenarios. I mean, he almost gets caught right there by Autumn.
Yeah.
But Autumn just couldn't settle the shots.
Yeah.
And then the Phantom pre-fire spray. That's the advantage of using the Phantom in scenarios like this. And that's why you see him vibing up there.
Yeah, we talked about it in the arrival interviews. We talked about it when they walked out on stage. You even saw it when we saw a couple of members of Sentinels backstage before they even walked out onto the stage. For a team that's facing elimination in the biggest tournament of the entire year, they seem really relaxed. They seem very just comfortable and chill.
And they need to be that way, and they need to be confident. And this is the scary time right now for FPX because a confident Sentinels, I mean, that's not a team you want to play against. They can be Titans. We've seen it.
Yeah.
If you get them going, they will destroy you.
Well, I think on the other side, to play devil's advocate here a little bit, you talk about a team that is look confident. I look towards FPX, man. You think they have tried setting the pace from the very first round of the map too. So it really just feels like it's like just who's gonna lean into the confidence a little bit more.
Yeah. And not be too overconfident as well, right?
Yeah, not go too far.
It's this fine line that you always have to tread. And it's a really good sign for Sentinels fans out there that they're playing in this way because I feel like you watched their last couple of matches, they really haven't had that same spark, that same, motivation. Even in the reactions of the players, it's looked very serious, like you said. Now they look a lot more loose. And, I mean, considering the scope that Sentinels as an organization are under by themselves, right? It's a lot of pressure that amounts onto you. Being lighthearted can be a way to weather that.
Yeah, alleviate a little bit of it. You see Autumn's ult online. Heavy lean towards B. There's no showers presence. There's no A presence at all. Now we're going to see live salt for the first time.
3 members here, though, from Sentinels.
That knife ult's really good. That's going to tag a lot of members. Berlin's already dead.
Yeah, 3 spam kill.
I mean, Life went out to get info, but his teammates crumbled around him.
I mean, no chance, really. Just spam across the board.
Why did he pick that other gun up, eh?
It's out. There's no way for them
Clean.
to recover it.
Clean rounds.
Center looking so good.
Get the flawless, get the flawless.
This also feels like a plan that was poorly executed on the side of FPX.
Does he have ult? Oh,
sometimes it's just rough. I mean, Jordan Zelsis, he's had so many smoke kills so far. Oh, what a shot. Oh, he almost
what a
backed up
fucking
that one.
shot, man.
He'll clean it up along with Zekin, the 1-2 punch. But yeah, Zelsis, I mean, if we have a smoke kill counter on this map, he's had at least, I swear it's like half of his kills.
Yeah, he's gonna
7 kills at least.
I'd love to take a look at that round again. I mean, we'll see.
Look at this.
We'll see some of the plays.
Oh, okay.
Unlucky, man, unlucky.
Or some of the kills, excuse me. But so
Oof.
Life goes out with his ult, tries to get a little bit of info on site. As soon as an rifle comes out, we saw Berlin TP forward.
Yeah, that was.
And he was the one who had the spike. And just
How did he get flashed though?
In the middle of the site, and from that point forward, there was really no way for any sort of octagon presence to come out onto the site. The spike was in no man's land, and that's where it really felt like the round fell apart.
Yeah, I didn't catch that TP from Berlin. That was so insane. I mean, that was so risky.
And you see where the risk did not pay off in this instance. Autumn, again, a hot hand, but man, is it gone cold.
Brilliant.
Jeez.
Fucking amazing.
The contact approach from FPX, it hasn't been working. They need to just do an execute at some point of this half. Try to get the spike planted, at least.
Well, but you got to think about it, though, Dre. It feels like, we think about FPX and the crazy year that they've had. I want to take us back to Shanghai. One of the things that people were so
Leaning
excited
towards
about
A.
was how
We need.
FPX played their attacking side, particularly how they played the entire map.
Yeah, with all the smokes and stuff like that. Yeah.
Right, there were double pump fakes, there were triple pump fakes. I mean, they played
Triple
everything so
fakes.
beautifully on the attack side. And yes, there was some like
Okay, okay, okay. Respond. Defenders respond. Block them off. Don't let them get the plant off.
It's just not been working for them so far.
Nice.
Look, another just drive
Oh.
into the crosshairs that are trained on them from Sentinel.
And Zekin's able to tuck back in and stay alive.
What the fuck was that?
To connect onto anything, but this delay is just so difficult to navigate. I mean, they've barely made it out of short at this point. They haven't really gotten U-Haul. They haven't really gotten a ton of space at all.
And if you look at the ultimates, there's still so many online and available for Sentinels. Look at that. Life is done.
He's cooked. He was tethered, fried. He's done.
Another barbecue. Sentinels are definitely at the cookout. And Tens, he didn't even have to use that thrash. He has that available for another retake if he wants or an aggressive play, but they don't really need to do anything. Them just holding off angles has been the key to success. Look at this. 2 different off-angle kills, and then what? It's 5v3. You have full confidence in your squad of the retake. I mean, tether right there. Life can't escape, even if he wanted to.
No, I even think about that off-angle that Saucy was holding a couple of rounds ago.
Whoa, who's that?
When the intent was to go back and hit back towards A. It really has felt like that's
Bro looks scary, man.
I mean, look at the timeline. That's 6 rounds in a row.
It's obnoxious.
It's just been so dominant on this side.
This Sentinels roster, once they get going, it's impossible. It feels so smothering.
Look at the adjustment here out from FPX. I was talking about how they like to put the hero rifle in the hands of Ayang. This time it's in Autumn's.
Oh, proactivity with the thrash. But a great bait.
Get it back, and fall back.
Ten's had some backup there from John to pick up that thrash again. He'll have it for the next hit. It's just a cycle of utility.
They're
right
still
now.
going to go B.
All of Hookah just got cleared out. That's why you see them taking space. It's John QT and Saucy. And Tens, he leaned towards A. And I wonder if this is all to crunch. If players go Hookah, they'll send that thrash through the TP. As I say that, it's going to be...
Oh, free sight.
Paranoia goes
Did we just give... Not really free though, but...
The thing is, they haven't dealt
Hookah we
with
have.
the Hookah presence that you were mentioning a couple of rounds ago.
Yeah, and Sentinels, they're comfortable with that.
Nice.
For that reason. There comes the crunch. Oh, it's slowed.
There comes the thrash.
Nice.
Comes the
Easy,
crunch.
easy,
You mentioned
easy.
it, yeah, with the alarm bot at his feet.
No, too many.
Just delaying the inevitable.
Oh my gosh, and the jiggle as well from Zelsis. He spotted all 3 members there. It's just easy pick'ems for John QT.
3 on the round for the leader. Saucy's got the last. Sentinels will get to 11.
Crouch walking,
It
eh?
looks so easy for Sentinels. They're
Yes,
reading
emote
so
on them,
hard
eh?
right now.
Emote on them.
Showing B-long presence, leaning back towards Hookah. Tens, he goes all the way back around A for that thrash to go through the TP. It's beautiful. It's beautiful Valorant we're seeing right now from Sentinels. Night and day from the last time they played.
I mean, it's got to be pretty when you win 7 in a row.
Clean.
I think the other thing I want to mention very quickly is you talked about how it feels like...
I did something.
I almost just spit out the water I just drank.
You're talking about how it feels like Sentinels are reading FPX well, and they are, but I also think a lot of the individual firepower is starting to come through, like John's, as we saw a moment ago.
Yeah, he did something.
A little pat on his back.
Hey, sometimes you got to hype yourself up, man.
Take the wins where you can get them.
Yeah.
I get it.
This is a new look right now for FPX. It's an attack side operator, and Tens is all alone.
Your life is already low.
I mean, he has supporting cast, but he's the only one in Octagon. That was his backup. Yep, that was his backup.
I wonder here if you're expecting someone else. Yeah, Autumn is. The slow walk into it.
Unbelievably quick.
I wonder
Unlucky,
if he would
unlucky.
be worried about it. If he would even check Octagon, given the smoke, given the fact that Saucy was playing another off angle, but the discipline and the poise out from Autumn.
Yeah. I mean, Autumn has had to play against some of the most ridiculous plays we've seen in Valorant China. So he's got to be ready for stuff like that. People finessing around smokes or even just running through them.
They've got to understand that Hookah hasn't been cleared. Zelsis is here, and Lysor knows. But what can they do about him?
This is
tough.
I mean, he's like a trap that's been laid. And it's almost like you know he's there. It's like itching in the back of your mind, but you can't really do anything about it. It's all gonna be on timing. Meanwhile, Young falls.
Nice.
On the swing, and now the threat has been realized. Lysor falls, 3v3. Op still in the hands of Autumn, but Berlin not around for long. Meanwhile, Life only has 10 HP. John on the tap. The shot's not going to connect. Zels is still playing up in hookah. Finally dealt with. Finally dropped. But it's a Moroccan miracle. John gets 4 on the round. And the goes through.
Oh boy, he did something again. 4. How did they bring that one back? Celsius was in hookah, stuck. Biding his time.
Oh my god, this guy. Lovely combo, man. Lovely fucking combo.
Phenomenal. And that plant. What a shame. Rough stuff for FPX.
They got the AWP also.
Autumn did so much in that round. Teammate, John.
He got a little overexcited there.
And now Sentinels are 1 round away from having a perfect half. To take Bind, to take map 1, to take FPX's map pick.
It's been an obliteration.
Oh,
interesting approach there. Do you see Life TPs, sends his TP out towards A, and then ults, and then takes the TP. Look at how far back he is. They just dropped a smoke back there. He could pop out on the other side of it. That was the play.
That was so good.
Really cool exec.
That was good. That was good.
Sentinel shutting the door.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
It's just so chaotic. It's a flood. Sentinels
They dropped it. Just dropped.
Taste it. Just 1 member left. And it's all on Berlin in a 1v2. The spam's coming through. 25 HP. Too many targets.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Second half to take Bind. 13-8.
Just wow.
Let's go, man.
That's all you have to say about that half from Sentinels.
Fucking, it was looking sketchy in the beginning, man. Attacks, defense side, they just went for it. What are these ads? Nibba, nobody cares. Nobody cares for your ads, bro. Nobody cares for the ads. What should we do meanwhile we wait? As we wait, I mean. What should we do?
Spoiler, your news for today. Trace Esports beats Leviathan 2-1 and managed to qualify for Champions playoffs, as well as G2, who also beat EDG 2-1. Supposedly, Riot Games will cut up to $400,000 for each VCT team by stopping the content creation program, and the 2025 VCT team capsules will, like last year, consist of a new classic skin and a player card. That's all for your news today, and enjoy your clips.
Use code JARSO for 10% off keyboards, mice, keycaps, mousepads, and coil cables on KrakenKeyboards.com.
Da. Mini aspas. Whoa. That was actually clean. Nice. Radiant number 17.
Spike down mid.
Who is this guy? No reaction only.
Shouldn't mark it.
2, 3, 4, 5. One more, one more. Go for it, little bro.
I'll tell you cross. Fuck.
Unlucky. That's why I prelude butter. What's up, Jyoti? Ooh.
Hey, what the fuck? Woo!
Clean. Not so clean. I don't understand how people use that kind of process. This is an ace clip, no? For sure. Nice. Nice.
Like half.
Drop in a smoke.
Watch main.
Watch his lane.
Nice.
Yo, but okay, do you see the fake eye into the holding rotates?
Yeah.
Shit. Alright, well, last dollar game for me.
Big brain.
My ult is ready.
Nice. One flank, probably. Yeah, one was flank.
Can Genji bring this back or not? Like, is this a good drawback or not?
I try to fucking ace. Let's go, man.
32, what?
Me up, guys. Come on.
32. Nice. Nice. Nice, man. Oh no, oh no. Oh no.
One enemy remaining.
Don't play Valo now, server laggy. I won't play, bro, don't worry.
What? Are you telling me? None of those bullets hit him?
Yo, what?
120 euro, 120 euro.
Wait.
I know exactly where. He peeked me weird. No, I don't care. He peeked me weird. No, stop it, cat. He peeked me weird.
Kill this guy. Kai's
walking towards the trip. Kai's been decent so far, under pressure, but you wouldn't think it. The way that he's playing! 3 in the pistol round.
What?
How close was that?
0-0.
Wait, what?
How is that possible?
Oh no, someone has to grab the bomb. I got headshot through a smoke. Bro, how do I just spam through a smoke?
Before, and now has the Vandal to work with. Time ticking, damage done, and he's being pushed back.
This kid's stupid. This kid is dumb.
Let's go China. Let's go China. Let's go China.
The switch up is insane.
And it seems like it's all over.
China. Let's go China. Let's go Tens. Let's go China.
No parties.
Molly. Bro, this guy's a Molly lineup. What the fuck just happened?
Launching smoke.
There's not even a bird on the other map. Sam!
Nice.
BB, I mean.
BB. Not push, stupid. Nice, JD.
Nice. GG's in.
Sem carga. Resta um
No. Nice.
I definitely were like 500.
In kitchen.
This guy's so good with Neon, man.
In kitchen. Get there.
Damn. Not bad.
Bro, this is terrible, bro. Oh, you got this.
Anybody hit him?
Here's a deagle.
Damn.
One cross rebel.
Your B's open. Have your heaven. Alright. Or stairs.
Nice.
Last player
Bro, everyone is so good with the dig.
97 on Reyna, Raze, and Glow.
Damn.
God.
Oh, whoa. What is this quality, man? Nice.
I open 3. Pull up 3 somewhere. One backside.
Blocking sight. Spike down.
Oh, outside. Stairs.
Shadows traveling.
Be faster. 3. One enemy remaining.
Damn.
Last player standing.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Down A. Last player standing.
Yeah, dude, gonna be there. Makes sense.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, you vault. You can play aggro.
Nice.
Last player standing.
Saying that we're focusing much more on anti-stratting, FPX have just moved away from their triple controller comp, which I think there was tons of exploitable elements back competition, and then today, so your preparation out the window. If you're Sen, you're going to be adapting on the fly.
If Sentinels was going to prove their fundamentals are back, this is the map to do it. Playing the basic comp against something weird. Let's see if they're ready.
Couldn't agree more, Mimi. Let's go ahead and see if this one can go to a third map. We're sending it back over to your casters, Doug and Baby Bay.
Thank you so much, GB. I think the big elephant that we've got to address in the room is that Sentinels have won a map for the first time in what feels like a really long time. It seems like they're going back to the fundamentals, the basics that Mimi was talking about on the desk.
Sen fans rejoice around the world for sure. But this comp from FPX, what are they cooking, Doug? This is some weird stuff we're about to see. I feel like they might be overcooking, even on the last map, changing their game plan and whatnot. Sometimes you just need to play what you're comfortable with, what you're used to, and FPX's triple controller comp, it's nothing like anything Sen have ever played against. Now this comp as well isn't like anything they've ever
Triple controller. I just noticed.
What a crunch!
Triple
they send
controller.
3 down mound, they drop the paranoia, and they dump fade utility into B.
Yeah, that's what promptly allows for the speed up of FPX. Oh, opting not to break the Killjoy turret. Probably break it after the smoke fades, but it's gonna shoot him right here. I don't know about this right now.
They got the plant. Let's go.
It's still up.
That pesky
5v5.
I mean,
they got what they wanted. They got the spike down. Now they're in a 5v5 post plant.
the Sentinels have so much info once the smoke fades. I guess it's just gonna be reoccurring smokes here.
Life still playing in it.
I mean, they know. Sen surely know that there's somebody close by.
They have to know. John and Zekin getting a couple openers. Now they can turn their attention over towards Tree. The spike has been going off for a little bit, but it's all been so decisive. And look, they're going to crunch. Sassy trying to deal with the first, and unfortunately he cannot. Zekin gets in on it though with the Sheriff in hand. John's gonna stick the defuse all the way, and there's nothing that can stop him. Sentinels get the pistol.
I hate to be a harbinger of bad news and whatnot, but Life not breaking that turret for that entirety is just so bad for what FPX were trying to accomplish in that round. Even if you're trying to play in that smoke and try to finesse around and kill stairs, you want that broken because when the smokes fade, it's going to shoot at you no matter where you're at on site. And that's free info the entire round for Sen. But right now, Zelsis he's just calming to his team. Yo, turret's up still. Turret's up still. Wait for the smokes to fade. He'll have a full line on site. It's a disaster of a mistake.
Facts, bro, facts.
It's going to be an A default. Zekin needs to get out of dodge quickly. And it's Berlin on the breach who's the forefront. I mean, you can't prep for that.
Again, another spam kill. As Berlin waltzes into his death as well.
Sen have got to be one of the scariest teams to play when they are feeling it. Whoa. Autumn's so good at chamber. I guess this is why they decided to just slap him on it on this map. Spike should get planted because of that entry.
Ion committing to it. Now going to be 2 pips away from having Zolt online.
Yeah. And he's got 3 more in the chamber right now. Autumn might be able to finesse this round. He gets caught lacking. Saucy going
Gets caught lacking, wow.
right now in the back of sight. Cleans it up. Ion couldn't do anything, and Zekin is going to defuse the spike. He's getting closer to that showstopper, and another strong start continuing from that last half they had.
Yeah, I think what was funny is we were watching some of that play out. It felt a little reminiscent to how Sentinels looked on the first half of Bind.
Yeah.
Where it just felt like, and again, yes, it was Nico. I understand all that, but the way that they approach some of these swings, the way they're approaching some of these fights felt very much like what Sentinels looked like in the first half of Bind.
I agree. But Tens is on a Bucky right now.
Bucky light armor. The investment isn't huge here. Yeah. A Vandal and a Bulldog, but as far as big guns go, that's it.
He did give his rifle to Zekin, understanding that if he gets, a kill after grabbing that orb, he will have the showstopper online. Is Autumn going to be ready for this? This is so hard to clear.
Autumn's been good. Swing, man.
It's got to be a 1 pump. There it is.
Oh, they could deal with the anticipation any longer. Look at all of this Killjoy utility set up towards C.
Yeah, and look at all the space that Ten's got after getting that kill. He has all of A. Look at how many members of Sentinels are here.
The Thrash now invested. A little bit of space found. Zelsis will get caught. There's not enough health that'll save you there. Lysar now getting a little bit of high ground repositioning though. The spike not committed yet. Tens is starting to rotate over. Doesn't have a paranoia. Tap of the door. It's all just a threat.
Yeah, all just faint pressure right now. He's gonna wrap all the way around as well. There's no trips up. He might catch these players lacking.
Ayong is ready for it.
Oh, he sees a barrel in the main.
Not able to land the first shots, and remember, there is more than just this threat here. It's more than just Berlin. Can the rest of Sentinels take space on the site? Well, all of this is happening out towards Mound. If Tens can buy some time, if he continue to be eye candy, there's a shot at this, but FPX manage every single threat so well. Second dance to the Thrash, Zekin's left alone in a 1v3. Berlin's weak, but that spike has been going off for a little while. I don't know if there's enough time for this.
Oh, there's none at all. Zekin, he hit some nice shots on that exit right there. He's definitely feeling himself. That's why Tens dropped him the rifle. But the reaction from FPX, that was a great Thrash from Ion. Wrapping all the way around, and Berlin with a supporting utility there.
It's okay, we don't need that round.
Very good stuff, yeah. I mean, what can you do?
You can only smile there.
Yeah.
But I want to talk about how well FPX handled this situation right here. They knew that Tens was on the flank. They knew they were going to have to deal with some of the pressure, with some of everything that was being thrown their way, and to be able to effectively parse all of that info out in the chaotic moment is really difficult to do.
Yeah, and Lysor, who had a really rough map. Ooh, nice pick from Autumn. Wait, he's not stopping. They're not stopping Life with the follow-up.
Tens is here by himself. Now John QT is joining the fray, but Tens peppered. Finally put down. And yeah, sure, FPX has a couple of weak members as well, but...
What an A fight.
Yeah.
That's with no duelist on top of it. I mean, it's almost impossible to get out of that choke.
You wouldn't know it.
But the power of Chambers, you're able to take that quick peek. I mean, we saw how good, I believe it was Foxy9 against Fnatic. I mean, he was dominating around A. And that was against utility as well. Autumn still getting value, just getting bombarded. But to my point, what I wanted to talk about was Lysor in the previous round. He was rough on the last map. But when he's on point for this team of FPX, they just dominate team. So he had the schmooze on C site in the previous round. This time around, he's sitting at 8 HP, but that Paranoia got some value. And it's going to be a full save right now from the side of Sen. And now you got to think, you know, how are you going to approach this A fight? Because you just gave it your all.
Take a look at it again.
I mean,
Zekin tried getting an aggressive angle, but
yeah, the follow-up fight was just too much.
Again, you wouldn't believe that they didn't have a duelist in that situation.
Yeah, it really felt like Autumn took the fastest timing. It's the power of Chamber on this map, and I think a lot of teams like are a little wary of playing Chamber. They think it's like, you know, not as good as, you know, Cypher. A lot of damage.
And you know what's crazy is I think we're going to see most of the heavy part of a good game plan there when it gets to their defensive side. So if you're already seeing some of the value on attack, I mean, we'll see what the rest of this map has in store for us. No ults up on the side of the attack. But again, we're going to see this A fight. And I get it, neither team willing to relent on
Little later.
map. Full dump at util. He's so dead. He had nowhere to go there. He was lit up.
Yeah.
And then obliterated.
From the top. Zekin went on that double box around that Viper wall that you see on the mini-map and just was able to elevate so far in the air. But it's interesting. Sentinels are using their, you know, their nade tether combo to try to catch out Lysor, but he's not actually TPing across. So that gives Autumn an opportunity to just swing out main for free and TP out after he takes his shot. I wonder if Sen are going to mix it up in the future rounds and try to punish Autumn. Try to get some chip damage on him. Make sure he can't take a pop shot or anything like that. It's going to be an A reclear, though, on the side of FPX. Lysor. He's not sitting too healthy. 30 HP to his name.
And Tens is in such a good spot. Zekin smoked off.
Nice.
You're still going to have to do a 10.
Nice.
Too easy.
Falling.
There goes my king.
It just looked too easy right there.
30 seconds left.
And that, I mean, honestly, that was still a pretty strong position from FPX, all things considered. That was a 5v4. It wasn't like they were super down in numbers and they were heavily outgunned.
They just didn't peak together. Berlin way too far ahead of his squad. It's something that you see him do quite often. He's a maniac on this team, honestly.
And we saw it a couple of times on Bind. We see it here as well.
Yeah, he's kind of like Kerrigan-esque, where he'll be the entry as the IGL, and then once he's down, he can do like his mid-rounding. But when you're already down a player, it's too much of an ask. Tens, he's starting to heat up now too. You give this team confidence, or the individual players on this team confidence, any one of them can take over the game.
We see that second kill.
Yeah, that was the top rope right there.
Yeah, off the ult.
Beautiful. Crosshair placement of Tens in this moment was so good. I mean,
well, and that's the swing you were talking about. Berlin was just so far ahead of everything else.
Yeah,
not in a position to trade yourself. And again, I want to go back to the first half that we saw of Sentinels on Bind, because you mentioned it. Spacing was an issue. And if the spacing is not in a position where you can trade out when you're down in numbers like that too, the trading has to be on point, because it's only going to go from bad to worse if you can't equalize in fights like that.
Yeah, and oftentimes when you swing together, sometimes players get overwhelmed and they don't know which target to choose from, and you might even just get the kill clean, and all of a sudden it's a 4v4. I mean, when you're going against Tens, probably not likely, but there's still a chance, right?
Yeah, bro. Go to sleep, man.
And that's why you see this timeout coming out from FPX. Coach has got to be telling them, guys, chill out. Start playing as a team more. Stop trying to go for these crazy plays. Remember what got us here.
Yeah, it does feel, man.
It's very early timeout.
It is. I don't want to say desperate. But again, some of the swings felt a little bit like they were just throwing lives away. It almost felt like we were watching an eco round where Sentinels had full rifles and they were just in classics and like, all right, let's kind of move on into the next.
And it was anything but that, right? Tens had a Bulldog. If you peek somebody together against a Bulldog, I swear 9 times out of 10 he can't connect on both.
Right.
You must have to line up perfectly.
We'll see what adjustments come out on the other side of this timeout. I think on the side of Sentinels, you're seeing some of the adjustments. We've talked about this dump of utility towards A main these last couple of rounds, and this time it's been anything but.
Yeah, they changed their game plan. They were anticipating a front B walk. That's why you saw Zekin and John QT posted up right there. But the problem with how FPX are taking this approach on the attacking side is they're just 5-manning everything right now. So while all this A control is happening, Zelsis is just jiggling C for free. You look at the minimap, and he has all the info. So that's why there's 3 players geared up of Sentinels towards A site.
Yeah, they're really not playing the map at all. And I mean, given the fact that we're talking about Lotus, it's a 3-site map, you would think that's what you're going to want to lean into.
Yep.
More than even on other maps.
And especially when you don't have a duelist.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you want to go for this A execute, who's going to close the gap?
Well, 2 bits of util, but they're pretty early off of that. You've got the Nightfall and the Paranoia.
Nice.
And Saucy holding the line, but Berlin on the counterpunch, cleaning up a couple of his own. Maybe a little bit of room to breathe here for the attack.
30 seconds left.
Right now, Autumn needs to drop that spike to Berlin, have him plant while he covers for free. Right now, there's no smokes on the field for Sentinels, right? That orb isn't anywhere near A site.
Yeah.
So this could be a really good post-plant opportunity. The time is running down low here. And Zekin still has that nade. I mean, he might be able to delay this. This nade is going to be perfect. The cleanup on John as well.
Autumn's now been left on his own with an op in hand trying to Rambo his way through it, and he just can't.
No, and now that's an operator if Sentinels want it.
And they have. Yeah, they've picked it up. This feels very uncharacteristic of the FPX that I think people saw in Shanghai. The same team that took maps off of the 2 finalists in Shanghai, the team that looked much stronger leading into Seoul, and then the team that we've seen here as well.
And this is the problem of when you're trying to anti-strat teams with compositions and whatnot. It's not like FPX aren't good at the triple controller comp that they run, but I think they just put too much stock into maybe Sentinels counter-stratting them, and they wanted to mix things up. Now all of a sudden the FPX players are uncomfortable. You start making hero plays.
Or
trying to make hero plays, and you're getting punished for it by a team of Sentinels who now have gone back to their comfortability and are just playing the fundamental game of Lotus.
There's that op that you mentioned from the previous round, now in the hands of Zekin, who's holding down B-Long.
And you have an Odin as well on the other side.
Yeah.
Seeing how deadly the Odin could be.
There are no good options here. Fortunately for FPX, the eye gets cleared out, so there's no way to get secure spam damage. They're going to rotate away, and if they rotate away back C, again, there's no good option. Either you deal with the op that's down B, you deal with the spam from Saucy A, or you deal with the, I mean, every single bit of KJ utility.
Yeah, literally.
C, unless Autumn can deal with them, but I mean, Zelsis, even his positioning is really nice. He's not giving away an angle. He's not giving a fight.
And it's the double layers. He doesn't need to peek anything here. Oh, that's a really good breach. C right there. Doesn't get the turret still, though, so still info. Gained right now for Zelsis. He's just going to play backside right now. Ooh, that flash connect.
Tens has his ult if he wants to rotate over very quickly, or John can just mow him over. There it is, the ult invested, and he arrives to see Zelsis holding the line on C. Another dominant round for Sentinels.
Yeah, Zelsis played that so well. Full layered utility there. It's all because FPX was on a bad buy. They had that B line from the start of the round. If Zekin gets overwhelmed, he can satchel out. So he doesn't need any extra utility to support him there. And then John is able to flood in. It's beautiful play.
And even the little things, like Zelsis seeing that the breach util was coming through and instantly realizes, oh, I've got to pop the nanos. And even if he's not getting damage, he's buying time.
Yeah, he delays.
Yeah. So those little decisions like that proving to be fruitful. Sentinels up 3 rounds. They've dropped a pit towards C.
Ooh, operator almost connected on 10s right there.
They continue to invest into this weapon.
You're running a chamber, you kind of feel like you have to.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose you're right. If you really want to lean into the strengths of the agent.
it's just so hard for FPX to bust through any of these sites. You have no Raze, you have no Jet to get away from that Killjoy utility or the Viper Molly or even the Omen Flash. Every piece of util will connect if you're Sentinels.
It almost feels like you're trying to play this attack half with a hand tied behind your back.
Yeah, it's a handicap. Playing the game on hard mode.
They might try to NB here. They've got a smoke. That's, well, forget the smoke.
It's round over. 30 seconds left.
And they don't have money. You're right. They have to save here.
Oh, wait.
They might try to go for this. 30 seconds left.
Yeah.
Berlin will fall. They're going to try to get out towards Tree, but Tens is here. Playing just up on the other side of this smoke. I guess they're going to wait for it to go down and then trust the numbers that they have. There it is. What a beautiful reposition
Nice.
from Tens. A flawless round from Sentinels. The stomp continues.
Yeah, setup to the round was great. And the finish to the round was even greater. Zelsis was supporting John in that Viper's pit. Alarmbot was ahead of everything. Gives you security if you're John playing in that pit alone. You're able to cheat a little bit back, and then you get the collat front B. Yeah, FPX, they got to burn that second timeout. This is getting out of hand and getting out of hand very fast. This comp change, I get it. You showed a lot of rounds against Heretics. I understand. You want to switch it up. You want to catch sent off guard. Sometimes you just got to play your own game to win, and now you're stuck in this spot, and what can you do?
And then remember, I've got to mention the stakes here because that's not something we've talked about a ton, to be honest. This is elimination.
Yeah.
This is the end of the year for you. I mean, it's a long offseason, and it feels like an even longer offseason when you've got how the loss went through ruminating in your mind for months.
Yeah. Especially with that close series they had against Heretics.
It's a tough spot to be in.
It's nuts.
The thing about situations like this, though, is if the team is capable of making adjustments, they'll do it, and they'll have to do it here. FPX down 4 rounds, running this different no duelist comp on Lotus, where they aren't really playing the map as well as you would think, or playing it to its full degree as you would expect given the comp. But perhaps the second timeout is what brings fruit.
Any type of saving grace. Maybe this hero buy on Ion. Maybe if they can get an entry, you can commit some of the ultimates.
And
Yeah.
We'll see if they can do anything about it here.
It's gonna be very hard. It's an uphill battle, to say the least. But Autumn does have 8 bullets of the Headhunter, and we've seen how crisp he is with that. So they just need an entry. They need some type of first blood. But I think an Operator versus a Chamber Headhunter, I think the Op wins that.
It should.
We'll see when this smoke fades.
That's the other thing, is as we think about some of the adjustments that have played out in this map, think about, there's the Op winning, by the way. You think about how hell-bent Sentinels were in controlling A main at the beginning of the rounds with the dumpy utility, and it feels like the night and day difference has been so clear.
Well, I think they realized that they could just play in the back of sight because there's no duelist.
Exactly. They don't have to take these fights. They can play ahead of it. You see both Omen's trying to TP ahead of the utility, and Tens is getting the best of Lysor. Sasi on the swing, he's gonna find another. Not able to connect onto the third, but now 4v2. Make that a 4v1. Life with a Stinger cannot connect.
It's unreal. I'm pretty sure Tens did that Omen thing where you could TP past the breach all and finesse it.
I think he did as well.
And that's why it was full support right there. It's unreal.
Yeah,
the state of gameplay Sen is showing right now.
Hopefully we get that on the replay. There's that op kill that you mentioned.
I mean,
really nice flick.
I mean, Autumn tried. He hit him, but it just wasn't a headshot. You got to connect like that. And Zekin, he's feeling it right now with the Operator. I haven't seen him shoot like this with the Op in a while. I mean, over a month.
And honestly, all signs are good when Zekin is smiling if you're a Sentinels fan.
And another new look right here, right? Aggressive tether. This time pushing Autumn all the way back. They understand that Autumn could purchase an Operator, and he's taken that peek almost every single round. So instead of tethering to hit the Omen of Lysor, they get the TP out. Yeah, it's Zekin on an off angle here at C too. I mean, he's been so mobile with the operator. He showed front B a bunch. Last round he was A. Now he's C. Are FPX gonna read into that? And even if they do, can they do anything about it?
Yeah. I mean, that's half the battle. I feel like the adjustments that Sentinels have made have been really nice, but maybe FPX can find a little bit of room here towards C, perhaps. I mean, Zekin is still here with the op. John is close by. They're just not giving them these fights anymore. That feels like the biggest difference.
No.
Now John was on the swing. He's going to get punished for it. Zekin manages to find safe passage with op in hand. A second dip in. Oh.
No.
I thought he was going to hit him, and that would have been devastating. The nade's not going to feel good. The pit invested. He's got to stay alive here.
Yeah, but they're all stuck. They're all corralled here. Oh, just now we see Life taking more aggressive space in CT.
What do they have to pound? Zekin has his Roomba. And Tensils has full utility, but an op trying to get into a pit in a situation like that, it's all hands on Zekin, and he just cannot.
Lucky.
I mean, a random bullet connecting. And FPX alleviates some of this pressure, finally finding a round.
Finally finding an answer. And the answer so far in this half has been Thrash. It's been Ayung on C site using that. Last time they were able to accumulate 2 rounds from it. Let's see if they can get another one and slowly bring this back, slowly give themselves a chance into the mix. But it's been baiting out C utility and then going with the second layer. Yeah, you're not running a duelist, so you have to play this way. You have to bait out the stuff that can stuff you in the chokes and then re-hit.
Back to the old tried and true. You've got the suck, you've got the nade. And now Zekin's fishing for more. That rocket's not going to connect.
It doesn't connect, but it's all space gathered. And again, Zelsis is just jiggling C. He's rarely gotten a fight here. Every single time he's been jiggling like this, Sen have known that they end A.
Zekin might be in a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah,
he has one
needs to be
satchel.
very careful here.
Slight little sidestep. It's him against the world right now.
That's another nade.
That nade is really nice, but he's got nowhere to go. Plucked out of the sky. I thought he was going to find safety.
Almost.
But Life puts him down, and now tap of the door as they turn their attention towards A. Meanwhile, Zelsis still jiggling that angle. Sasi's got his ult online. And it's going to connect onto what, 2?
He gets a lot of info with that and is able to reposition onto site.
Yeah, but there's still a lot of time left in the round.
Yeah, there is, but there's no movement from the side of FPX. They're still deciding to end here, and Life just gets taken out for free. It's a freebie.
So A doesn't work for a couple of tries.
30 seconds left.
And I guess maybe they think they can find some better fortune towards B. Yeah, but look at Zelsis positioning.
Positioned so well, exactly. The turret's gonna. Oh, wait, what's going on right now?
What the heck?
Must be a glitch.
Oh, I think it's just out of the cone. Just out of the cone.
But he still gets info regardless here. And a ping. Maybe they know. They understand he might be front B.
It seems like they do.
Oh,
Zelsis buying his time. Sasi joins
Too
him
easy,
for the
babe.
kill. And that's another one for Sentinels. That's
Good
also,
stuff.
very quickly, as we think about turning our attention towards the last round of the half, Zelsis will be 1 point away from having his ult.
And I wonder if you're going to see, like, maybe an A setup this time from Zelsis. Or maybe he's just going to stay C and just jiggle infinitely again. But if they do decide to put him towards A with some supporting cast, maybe he can grab the orb. But honestly, they don't really need to push anything right now.
They really don't.
The way that Sen have been winning a lot of these rounds have just been letting the game come to them.
Right.
And that's what you want to do when you're not playing against a duelist. It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. And again, that's the big adjustment that we saw from the first couple of rounds. And so it seems like Zelsis will go back to his C setup. The turret B, and a little bit more aggression towards A. This feels almost identical to what we saw in the previous round.
It just feels like FPX have just run into a wall. And they want to make this A fight work so badly. It's just not working for them.
I mean, they just dropped a paranoia all the way out towards Broken Door.
Or the one way as well. Oh, Zelsis gets an orb off of that!
He's going to have his ult. There it is. There's really no way to clear it out either.
And this is so awkward right now for FPX. That ultimate, it's so unconventional.
Sasi with a big fight here. If Life gives him the swing, and now he certainly won't. Now with the threat of that on the other side of the wall.
Oh my gosh, it's so scary if you're Life right now.
The smoke on the other side. I mean, look at his position. There's literally no room to breathe. Lysor and Autumn, the only 2 that remain. in a 2v4. Zekken's going to be the first to try to get onto the tap. Lysor falls. Zekken's going to stick it the whole way. No resistance. A 9-3 dominant half out for Sentinels.
Yo, this Sentinels is fired up. They're back in form, Doug.
I just don't really know. Yeah, this comp, whatever it is, it's all going the way of Sentinels right now. A ridiculous half to get us to halftime. We'll see if the second half provides any sort of hope for FPX fans, because this very well may be it.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Elimination is on the line for one of these two squads, and hopes coming into this tournament could not have been higher. Again, FPX seemed like they were competing to be the kings of China. They were pushing EDG to the limit. They were getting the best of all of the other teams that are here. And
let's go.
Were 0-6. They had lost against
9-3 Kurds. Sometimes I'm calling it. I'm calling it right now.
To be bound for them, and I mean, this is an entirely different situation, Dre.
And honestly, on top of that, FPX had such a great performance against Heretics. They could have won it. You could argue that they could have won it. Two of the maps that Heretics won went to OT, and then Heretics made it out of the group. I mean, like, you're thinking that, yeah, they could do this. And they're going to have to do this right here, right now. This comp, it needs to be phenomenal on this defense. We're going to have to see a lot of value from the Chamber.
Well, unfortunately, it doesn't seem like the Chamber's even going to be tested this round. He is taking a little bit of space, though.
An early A fight, and just utility being thrown.
Berlin's by himself here. One spotted.
Damn.
Welcome. I mean, there's no way you stand to that. They're so decisive on this hit. As soon as the shoulder was spotted, Zekken was satcheling into his face.
And he's already here, close and personal. He can't connect, though.
Really nice shots out from Life. And he's leaving Zelsis on his own. He's got light armor. And the spike was planted through all that. He's got
Stop.
Bro.
And he's gonna, no way he's gonna flank all the way around. This Molly will buy enough time for it, but he needs to be very careful here. I just don't think it's a very interesting play. Oh, the tap, it might work in his favor.
It's gonna buy a little bit of time. Now Lysor has gotten it to half.
No!
Spotted, not able to connect the shots. He's got to spam into the smoke, and he can't connect.
Wow.
The pistol goes the way of FPX.
Yeah. Life, honestly, he actually brought Life back into FPX in that pistol round, getting 2 in Broken Door. And he's sitting at the top.
You take a look at it again. It seemed done.
Yeah,
honestly.
I really thought with the reposition from Zekken, I thought it was going to be done. I thought he was feeling it, but the wide swing from Ayung, he broke the crosshair of Zekken. Zekken couldn't connect. And Life, he stepped up big right there. So they're slowly going to crawl their way back into this. They need to win this round flawlessly. Maybe dropping your weaker weapons, that's it.
Zekken's got a shorty.
Ooh.
And 2 satchels.
Okay.
I didn't think they'd commit onto it there.
All right.
He tried.
Job of weathering some of this pressure.
He's so cold under pressure. You're 100% correct.
And they're going to continue to push him, or at least attempt to. As Life gets another on the round. The remaining members of Sentinels trying to do their very best to stay up, but Autumn gets 4.
And he's going to get that spike as well, so he's building up towards...
That's just unlucky.
Ultimate. Double up if he wants. And I said it, they need to win it flawlessly. They did just that.
Well, and I think you could argue that they got even more than that. Again, given how things played out for Autumn, given that he was able to get, what, 4 kills on the round, and then get a little bit closer to having the ult online.
A real big chance here to snowball this game and bring it back within grasp.
Well, and that's the thing you were talking about, is when you know that there's a chamber on the other side, you want to try to flush him out. You want to try to get to him as aggressively as possible and force him into an uncomfortable situation.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for Sentinels there, Autumn just was able to handle it.
Yeah, he's so good in those moments. It's very impressive.
Well,
He got punished for it. Fuck yeah.
That was a very risky play.
Berlin's getting
nice
here as well.
It's just individual heroics that are trying to happen, but this Sentinels, this version of Sentinels, with the way that they're playing, it's together. They're playing as a unit. It's going to be very hard, especially if you don't have an escape. I could see if it's Autumn, because he can TP out.
Sure, but your Breach doesn't have that same level
Viper,
of mobility.
Or Viper, yeah. It's tough to get out of dodge.
So they do have a couple of weapons here. They're going to attempt, or at least, I don't even know that Autumn can really get in. He's been tapped,
nice,
he's been
man.
spotted, he's been dealt with.
No.
Oh, goodness.
Another kill through smokes. Sentinels will get to 10, and yes, that was their bonus, sure. But now, this is where things begin. This is where the rounds, or the half starts, excuse me.
Get a replay of that punish from Zekin. Yeah, life just sticking around for way too long.
And then Berlin doing a bit of the same.
Yeah, I don't think he was aware of how exposed he was to that angle. Didn't expect Zekin to peek at the timing that he did. And Zekin's having a hell of a map right now. Him and Tens are just going tit for tat. Who's going to be at the top of this game? It's like they're competing with one another. But Autumn gets really far ahead of that.
That's why that duo was put together. This is what was, this is what was imagined when these two got put together. Zekin popping the ult, clearing so much space towards C. Look at how far back Berlin has had to run away.
It's a free spike planet as well. There is a lot of utility, though, for this retake. Saucy is sitting on that Fade ultimate, though. This could be very deadly to the side of FPX. And the Q is just going to be the Killjoy utility.
Yeah, it's such an aggressive alarm bot.
Look at these mollies. There's 2 mollies pre-placed. This is a crazy post plant from Sentinels.
What a setup, man.
The molly pop, the alarm bot's going to get some info. FPX haven't really gained very much space other than what they already had. Lysor's the only one who's now further up. With a little bit of help, Berlin's able to get the best of Zelsis. Keep an eye on what members are still back towards Mound. You've got Zekin who's running amok on the site. Berlin's almost getting the defuse.
Don't let him defuse, I swear.
Oh my gosh! What in the world was that?
To God, let's go.
Just when it seemed like things were gonna fall
Holy shit. Holy shit.
And Sentinels get to 11.
It was all that post-plant utility off of the showstopper from Zekin. Yeah, he gathered all that space. Everyone was so scared and just not in reach from the side of FPX that it bought so much time. Saucy has that Fade ultimate. Somehow Zelsis has 2 mollies on site with an alarm bot that's aggressive. There's too much stall.
Oh, that's tragic.
That must have been on purpose, sure.
No, I don't. We just dirty. Into the next we go. Sentinels 2 rounds away from staying alive in this tournament.
No.
Getting the best of Zekin.
That's a big, big entry. But now Sen have the info of where the chamber is.
And what they don't know is what's threatening them towards C. They had 3 members up towards Mound.
Utility was used, so Zelsis did hear that. That's why he's slowly re-clearing it, understanding that with the tap of the door
It's
at
a C hit.
and the tap of the door at C, there's
Unreal, bro. Unreal.
That's why you see this
Unreal.
Sentinels going back to
That's
the
crazy.
IGLing the mid
FPX
right now is very good.
fell for
It's
it.
a flow state that John has hit.
Remember, the only real gun in this situation is Autumn's ult, and he's still back towards A.
I wonder if FPX decide to commit the Thrash into this round, even with the gun disadvantage. it kind of feels like you have to in a way.
Yup, you have to commit to the ult.
And you lose the round.
Yeah, then what?
It's match point
It's
percent for
match point. It's too close.
Yeah.
Sure. It seems like, given all the noise the Sentinels have shown, given the spams towards B, the smokes that went up, it gave FPX a little bit of time to adjust and rotate over.
What do you whiff, man?
They may need
I
more
whiff
than
like that
that.
also, so
I
it's
mean, they
okay.
definitely need more than that. Shot settled for tens.
It's
Ooh.
3 on the round for him.
It's just the training range.
Tries to duck, but Berlin finally cleans him up. Autumn and Berlin, the only two that remain.
Can they
I'm so
do it?
concerned about a late flank coming in from B.
That is a question.
Zels is spamming onto the first. There's really no way in. This is such a heartbreaking way for things to close out for FPX.
Yeah, life.
Oh no.
On the 10s. And 10s
Oh
ended up
no.
getting 3 more because of it, or 2 more, I should say. Just feeling an immense amount of pressure. They're crumbling.
Bye bye
They're
FPX.
crumbling in it.
At the worst possible time.
And Life's had a great map, honestly. He was the only saving grace on that other half, on the other side.
Yeah.
But that whiff,
that one hurts.
That's tough. It just kind of feels like
Keep laughing, bro. Keep laughing. Keep up the
All
spirits.
smiles for the red and black.
And who's gonna be the one on top? Tens or Zekin?
Potential last round of FPX's year. Coming in to the biggest tournament as the #2 seed from China. The Rolling Thunder causing so much havoc. There's no crunch from the other side, but it might not matter as Ion's able to get 2. They've lost control of the spike. Sentinels have been thrown asunder, but Tens has his ult. Able to scoop it up, and now it's a mad dash towards A.
That's
mad
crazy.
Dash towards Autumn with the op. Does the Viper wall go back up? Does John have enough? Yes,
What?
there it is. Now coming back.
What is he checking?
Lack of communication on FPX. They should have told Autumn that the Omen ultimate was committed to grab the spike, but he was worried the whole time that he was getting flanked.
Autumn not able to find the first shot. You mentioned how good he's been under pressure, and there's all of it building up to him now, and he crumbles.
It's too much. It's too much pressure for him, bro.
Tens committing to getting a spike down the thrash.
Lil bro couldn't do it.
Anything that he can. They've got a numbers advantage here. Can they convert this into a round win? Can they keep their year alive? Utility over the spike as FPX now pushing their way forward. Zels is holding line, only able to find one though. As Tens on the spam, connecting onto the second with John QT over his shoulder. A 2v2.
It's an Odin, bro. It's an Odin.
Can John do it on his own? He's gotten it down to 1.
Is this how it ends? Is this how it ends? Fucking let's go. Let's fucking go. Honestly, Tadic's yes, sir.
Yeah, Genji is. Oh my god, Genji.
Having a flawless defensive side, full teamwork in effect.
Wait, when is that
To win this map
Good
the way that
question.
they did.
It's gotta be
What
like.
a clutch at the end of things. The Odin, it's
Is it
too good in the
tomorrow?
post
No,
plant.
let's see.
You hold mouse 1 wherever the plant is, wherever the spike is planted. And Zekin, 6
It's on the
first
10th,
bloods
so
on
it's
that
after
last map.
tomorrow. GG. Let's go. That was a really good day.
you can see how sad he is, bro. He's just not having it, bro. Good spirits, man.
They brought that shit back.
He's so happy.
Yeah, FPX are fucking good. Like,
Yeah, People did a really fucking good job of end stratting, like straight up. Like they denied
They are so happy, bro. They're so fucking happy.
I didn't really know how good they were, but after their last match, I was pretty sold on it. So I'm shocked that we like kind of bounced back so well. Like, not only in the series, but like especially on map 1. It was looking grim. It was looking very grim.
It seems like today was all about going back to bread and butter. Yep, for Sentinels, they got rid of their deadlock comps. We didn't see them bust that out at all today, and I don't want to say Reddit was right, but maybe Reddit was they've moved away from some of that stuff, and they just seem a lot more comfortable, Trey.
And now go back to 11-5. I will assume. They're gonna do an interview right now.
They're going up against who? Genji, my brother. That is gonna be an insane match, a rematch. Bad
Fucking
blood.
Genji.
Ever since Madrid.
Yeah, it's gonna be a banger. And I think they're still
They're playing against Genji next. Or Genji as the next matchup.
But they're able to pull it off. Sentinels stay alive. We've got 10 standing by on the stage for the Verizon post-match interview.
Hello everyone and welcome to the post-match interview where I have Tens on standby, of course, with this blobfish. 센티넬의 텐즈 선수
Mr. Blob.
승리 축하드립니다. 정말 오랜만에 맛보는 챔피언스 승리일 것 같아요. 좀 개인적으로 감회가 남다를 것 같은데 지금 기분이 어떤지부터 먼저 물어봐야겠죠. Congratulations, Tens. I mean, your return to Champions, right? It's been a while. You have a win under your belt. Did you miss this feeling?
Honestly, it's been great. Crowd's been amazing. Just the atmosphere of Champions is unreal. So overall, it's been a really pleasant experience.
챔피언스 분위기도 너무 좋고 팬분들께서도 또 열심히 응원을
Yeah,
해주셔서
0-6 going into
너무너무
today.
좋은 경험이고 또 너무너무 좋은 시간을 보내고
This is a
있다고
tough
얘기를
drought.
합니다. 오늘 경기 전반적으로 바인드 전반전만 힘들었던 것 같은데 좀 경기를 쭉 보면 욕탕 대신에 좀 A숏을 위주로 공격을 전개하는 모습도 보였거든요. 뭔가 FPX 위주로 준비해온 전략이었는지도 물어보도록 할게요. So I feel like the only hiccup along the way today was the first half on bind. We see you guys prioritizing A short a lot more than the showers control. Was this prepped specifically against FPX?
So looking at FPX's comp on binds, the ideology was we could just slam through short because there was
Genji versus Sen Saturday. Oh.
Damn, bro, I'm about to pull the dictionary.
hitting shots on our util, so it wasn't going according to plan, but it was talked through beforehand.
Nice. W anti-strat. W anti-strat.
Genji versus Sen Saturday is gonna be fucking crazy, bro. We're gonna watch that. We're going to watch it for sure.
What's Kaide feeding Tens? What the fuck?
잘 쏘는 날이었기 때문에 힘들기는 했지만 그래도 이런 식으로 좀 대처하자. 좀 A샷 위주로 공격을
He looks a bit chubby.
그러면 또 텐즈
He looks a bit chubby.
이번 대회에서 트루 스트레치를 쓰는 몇 안 되는 선수 중 한 명이거든요. 이게 보면은
She's
적이
translating and also
더
asking,
커서
yeah.
맞추기는 쉽다는 장점은 있지만
The translating job is
적의
insane to me.
이속도 빨라 보인다는 단점이 있는데 좀 팬들에게 추천하는지 개인적으로 어떻게 느끼고 있는지 물어보도록 할게요.
I know. I don't know why I read that. I'm
One
sorry.
of the few
I
players
just made
in
that.
champs that use Twitch, right? It makes the enemies appear.
He feels so awkward saying that. Someone will go home.
I think it's
Oh, that's a match to
personal
fucking
when it
watch,
comes to
bro.
the player. I mean, I wear glasses. I'm a little bit blind, so it helps me out.
선수에 따라 다르겠지만
Nice.
개인적으로 뭐 안경을 쓰면서 시력이 좋지 않기 때문에 이렇게 트루 스트레치를 하면 좀 더 잘 보이고 개인적으로는 도움이 되는 것 같다고 얘기를 하는데요. 마지막으로 이제 다시 젠지를 만나게 됐습니다. 젠지 선수들이 첫 번째 경기 이후에 센티널스가 좀 적응의 시간이 필요한 것 같고 적응이 끝나면 훨씬 더 좋은 모습을 보여줄 것 같다고 얘기를 했는데 또 텐즈 선수도 동의하는지 그리고 젠지와의 리매치 이번에는 어떤 경기 예상하는지도 물어보도록 하겠습니다. So it's gonna be a rematch against Genji once more, and the Genji players after last match actually said Sentinels just need more time to adapt and adjust to the new environment. They will surely bounce back. So do you think that's the case for you guys? And also, what's the rematch going to look like?
I mean, it's been a while since we won a series, so hopefully we show a better form than what we showed against Genji the first time. I mean, if history repeats itself, then
He's talking about how we lost the first time and then won the second, right?
좋은 폼을 보여줄 것 같고 또
Yeah.
역사는 다시 한번 좀 반복되지 않을까라는 생각을 한다고 얘기를 했습니다. 여기까지 텐즈 선수 만나봤습니다.
thank you.
Thank you, Tens, and also Blobfish for the post-match interview. And goodbye, everyone.
Oh my
She's
God.
emoting.
I was like fucking too clean. I'm not gonna lie. Like quick and easy. What is happening in this fucking simulation? Like, what the fuck is going on? It's just me?
Yeah?
just has 2 mollies on site with an alarm bot that's aggressive.
Now what should I
Too
do?
much stall, too much delay.
Oh, that's tragic.
Oh
That
my
was
god.
Not,
That must have been on purpose,
that,
surely.
no, I
Oh
don't.
my god.
We just, they just did her dirty. Right, into the next we go.
That's unlucky.
Send us 2 rounds.
That's unlucky. That's unlucky. That is just truly unfortunate.
Let's play some Valorant ourselves, bro. Or should I stop for the day? Catch back on the evening.